This was gonna happen sooner or later. Hello guys, Survivor here. Welcome to another review, and this time I'm finally reviewing something that I just don't like. I ain't gonna be, reviewing just stuff that I do like. I think the stuff that I probably will never review is probably games or anime or movies or whatever the hell that I have like mixed feelings about, because I can barely talk about them when it comes to that kind of stuff. Cause I have like no idea, like average, like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10 type of stuff, 4 out of 10s, that type of stuff. But sometimes I just don't want to review bad anime, but sometimes I got to just let y'all know about it. Now I know there's been a bunch of reviews uploaded it because of this anime, and I just don't like it at all. It is just straight the fuck up stupid. Now I was gonna review Aiken, which is a pretty fucking terrible anime, but there was like that one thing I actually did like when there's actually like a couple things I didn't like about it, like its theme song and that little love story between like I think one of the I think two of the characters. I actually didn't like that, even though it was kind of forced. Even the anime showed that shit, and but I actually did a tiny bit like it, but this one is easily the worst. I had to rewatch it yesterday just so I could get this review. This is my review of Mars of Destruction, and the reason why I will not show the intro of the anime is because the anime doesn't even got an intro, so there's no need to put it in the goddamn video. But if y'all want to know what the anime looks like, here is the cover of the anime. Yeah, that is the cover of the anime. Mars Instruction, that's literally the cover of it. It doesn't really have like the name of it or anything like that. It just has like the big badass in the background, while it has the kawaii girls up in the front for probably for no, I don't know, I have no idea why they even put that there. It's kind of weird to me, but it's just, I have no words for the anime. Like this was literally, I can clearly, compare my reaction at the very end of this OVA anime with this guy.
Oh. What the fuck was that?
Alright, yeah. Yeah. I can compare the Black Critic guy's reaction to Mars of Destruction at the end. His was like mine. I was like, what the fuck was that? What the hell just happened? That type of shit. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I mean, I hated this anime OVA. Now, I've seen his review of it. I know, and I've seen a few other reviews, especially DX Fan 619's video. Which shout out to you, and to you DX Fan, you rock, man, and the Black Critic guy. I like you too, man. Y'all rock. But anyway, I've seen so many reviews how fucking bad this OVA was, and even if it is an OVA, it still counts as an anime because it has the look. It's made like it. Come on, and it's really freaking annoying as shit when it comes with OVAs. They're just one episode and they don't even explain shit. Like, I mean, God, I just know what the hell I just watched. Now, the whole thing just starts in space, just going through. Then you see the Earth and everything. And then there's this plane, and there's this, like this aircraft crash that has something to do with like these agents. They don't really explain what the hell these agents are. Like they're just these aliens or Martians. We don't really get to know because it's just straight up bland and generic. And they're just a generic main enemies, and they have like no reason. And I just, and then here is some of the animation. Okay, I don't really give a shit about animation. Let's actually continue with the story. Then it takes place a few years after that occurred. Why the fuck do a time skip? To me, am I like the only one that actually mentions a fucking time skip that's actually a problem in this OVA? Like, if you think about it, the OVA's time skip, I'm like, dude, that doesn't make sense. I mean, if these arrived during the crash, then shouldn't they have evaded, like, before? Like, I was confused. And plus, now we see these three ancient dudes, which kind of look pretty cool. Like, if you think about it, like, they kind of look a bit cool, but but they're still at the same time, they're pretty generic. Like, they're just there for the looks. That's pretty much it. And then you see these these three girls who look like pretty badass special Marines, like, you know, kind of like the colonial Marines from Aliens. You guys thought they send those special people. Now you think about it in your mind, they would send some special people to take care of these guys with the right firepower and take these bastards down. Now, if you think this is gonna be like in Aliens with the Colonial Marines, these bitches are the exact opposite of that. I'm not kidding. For one, the the amount of firepower they have, it doesn't do jack shit to them. It doesn't do jack fucking shit when they fire. And I'm like, dude, why go and get some bigger guns? Like, if you guys knew they were here, why not fucking upgrade them? Why not fucking go for an upgrade? I mean, this is an anime, folks. They go and upgrade shit. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Why the fuck couldn't they just upgrade it? They've only been here for a few years. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And also, two of these girls were dodging their laser things that come out of their face, which I have to say, even though they're like I said, the Martian dudes are pretty generic, but when it comes to generic, there are things you like, there's some things you don't like, because most of the time when you don't like them, they're just there, just being generic. But at the same time, when you do like, but when it comes to generic stuff, you do actually like them because they're this and everything, which are cool looking, or they have this thing here and there. So yeah, they're pretty much the generic enemies, like I said. But oh my god, when these guys were firing back at them, these two of the girls they dodged, but then this one bitch actually was standing there like this and took a blast to the head. She was decapitated the fuck off. Her head just decapitated after that blast. Now, also, if you think about it, it doesn't really make a lot of goddamn sense. Well, it could make sense. This is a different anime type of thing, so it could work, but I've seen too much sci-fi shit like Star Wars that shit doesn't happen. And And I know it's, and also right when her head came off, all the blood started pouring out of her where her head came off, and I'm like, was this bitch upside down trying to get the blood to flow through her head before they did this? I don't know. Nothing's really explained, and also the fucking and the okay. Now I don't know. Okay, the animation, in my opinion, I don't really give a shit about animations because it's kind of like me with graphics when it comes to animes or the artwork in animes or like the graphics in games. I don't really give a shit about them as long as the game's good with a really good story or really good gameplay, all that stuff that makes a game great. In my opinion, honestly, I'm okay with it. I don't give a shit about graphics. I mean, look at Shovel Knight. Now I know this is off topic, but look at Shovel Knight. Looks kind of old schoolish, but that was a pretty good classic for 2014 in my opinion. From what I looked at it, I have to admit, it actually looks pretty cool. But back to Mars of Destruction, I later on, okay, the animation is pretty fucking awful. Like because there were a few times where they used the same exact animation over and over. Like when the very first scene where the big redhead chick was actually running and everything. Later on, they used the exact same fucking thing. The only difference is there's a different background. Oh, that's surprising. I'm telling y'all, the animation is pretty damn lazy. I have to admit, it's pretty damn lazy. And yeah, I don't know how much fucking more I can talk about this. This is my very first time reviewing an actual a bad anime. But then anyway, the girls are fucking ambushed. They all that stuff. Then there's like this big generic badass, this guy called Takaru, who actually has this thing called has this suit called the Mars. I don't know how that's supposed to signify, like the Mars of destruction type of thing. Yeah, because it's supposed to bring the destruction. It's supposed to be because the Mars is bringing the destruction to the Martians, the aliens. So I guess that's why it's called Mars of Destruction, because it's used to kill these bastards. Now, like I said, the animation is the same, where Takaru pulls the sword out, and everything's the same, but later on, like I said, it's the same background, just same fucking animation. And like in a video game, where they use the same animations depending on what you did. The only difference is you ain't doing jack shit, you're just watching. And then when Takaru goes and fights these two fucking Martians, these three Martians, he just takes them out and everything, and he's badly hurt. And the thing that I really hated is that it's obviously fucking rushed, and the whole OVA is so goddamn rushed. Obviously, they were rushing the entirety of the episode, and it's I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you guys rushing this? An entire anime episode takes about like 20 minutes. 20 minutes, which the OVA is like 17 minutes for some reason. They could have just lasted long, so it wouldn't be as rushed, which would have made like a little bit of decency here and there. But god damn it, still, it's fucking awful. The anime is just. But then Takaru's in the hospital, and plus the most fucking dumb ass thing I looked at. Like, you guys remember that girl I talked about that got her head decapitated off because of one blast, which is fucking impossible. that had blood flowing through her head out of her fucking neck after she got decapitated, which is fucking impossible as well. At the hospital, they were checking if she was alright after that. What the fuck? And shouldn't she be at the fucking morgue? Shouldn't she be at a fucking autopsy? Or something? Not in a fucking hospital. She got decapitated. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Then Takaru has like this flashback, which I kind of found probably the worst dad is a douchebag backstory. Like, I've seen, now I know there's some that are actually that have been kind of overused, like the whole dad is a douchebag asshole type of backstory. Like, I know there's some like that. Like, I heard that like Clannad had that, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Clannad, I'm really looking forward to Clannad. It's just the fuck. This has to be the worst my dad is a douchebag type of story ever. I mean, he makes his son test the Mars suit because he is capable of, because he thinks he's capable of doing it and he's part of the family. One, you're part of the family too, you douchebag. So why? I know they said there were other people that tried it that didn't succeed, but he didn't really say which people they were from. I was confused as fuck. Like, I have no idea. I was confused the whole fucking way through. Like the Black Critic guy said in his review, I was confused as fuck while trying to figure out what the hell is. My brain stopped working. I just don't fucking understand. And plus, he puts his own son at risk because he's part of the family. Bitch, if it's your thing, why couldn't you just go in it? Oh, you're probably too old or some shit. We don't get to see the motherfucker's face. We don't really know if he is old or not. If he isn't, then why the fuck is... I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. Now, they kind of rushed the hospital scene where Takaru's alright. They obviously rushed the fuck out of that. And I didn't notice until now, like DXFan 619 said in his review, most of the time the characters are either blinking or having their eyes open or having their eyes closed only. There were a couple times where the characters did blink, and I was like, finally. But still, I just don't get why. And then this guy, now there's this big bad boss dude just going in and everything, and the girls are still fighting with the same fucking guns. Upgrade the fucking guns. How the fuck didn't you guys realize those guns don't do jack shit? Ugh. Though they still use the exact same fucking guns. Later on, they have the same animations where this red check is going on, and it's the same fucking animation from that last scene. when Takaru pulls out a sword, same fucking animation. And also, here's something I have a problem with. When they're trying, there's this weapon that's supposed to sync with the Mars, and they haven't really tested it. It's called a plasma rifle. Pretty generic name, if you ask me. Ain't that powerful if you call it a plasma rifle. The thing is, they never really fully tested it. Why test it on something? Yeah. Sometimes they have like no. Okay. Okay. To be fair, when it comes to situations like this, sometimes you gotta take unnecessary, risks to actually do something right. So they did it, boom. And the only problem I have with the scene where they just shoot the big bad guy is when um the animation of it when it went through, it didn't really look like it went through. It looked like Takaru missed it. It actually went beside him and hit the goddamn truck, but no, it actually hit him. I'm telling y'all, the animation is pretty damn is obviously awful. It really is, and that's pretty bad when it comes to anime like this. And it's pretty goddamn bad that they're doing that they did. Like compared to other animes, it's a little worse fucking animation I've seen. And anyway, the end of it, yes, then we somehow transport to like the United States, which is daytime, which the scene with that guy's in Japan, which is at nighttime. So it's kind of obvious that in the U.S. it's supposed to be the opposite look, pretty much, and like where the sun is and everything. 'Cause that's kind of realistic, kind of like that. But but there's another problem I have with the anime. Every single character has no fucking name except for Takaru, the main big badass, and I don't understand. They didn't have the decency or the balls to actually make this. Like, they couldn't give the girls names. The girls who were obviously throughout most of the fucking cover, they couldn't give them names. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? And the plot twist at the end of the OVA. Somehow this big bad guy comes back to life for I don't know what reason. He's choking Takaru, and the girls are still using the fucking useless gun. Like, what the fuck is the point of that? I mean, it's no use. It really is no fucking use. Then he's choking them. He's choking Takaru. He's like, and actually say I'm actually interested of the plot twist they were going with. Of the Earthlings invading of the humans invading the Earth and everything. I actually was kind of interested in that. Like, that would have been a really good story. But it's only one episode. That is it. We got nothing else on Mars of Destruction. So it would have been better if we got like a full-fledged story of what these things are, which would have made the anime better if it was an actual series, but no, these guys are fucking awful. What's worse about that situation, about the plot twisting situation, is that they actually made an actual anime series, and people said it was worse than Mars of Destruction. Damn. 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 What the fuck? And then after Takaru finds out that they are like the aliens, they're the one that invaded Earth. I'm like, what? I was confused at the same exact time. At the same time, I was actually interested of it, but since there was nothing after that, I was like, fuck it. Fuck that shit. And then the last 2 minutes is the credits. That is it. And God. animation, fucking awful. The only thing I kind of liked was, they did manage to rip off a couple songs to put it into their anime, which are mostly famous in English, like in America, in America, and then and there was that one part of the soundtrack I actually did like. I think like it plays like the hospital scene, like where they were like rushing it. I was like, okay, this song's actually pretty good. But where's it from? I'm pretty sure they ripped that one off too. I'm pretty tired, guys. Okay, I pull off the one eye here, but I'm pretty tired, guys. Just fuck this anime. I just straight up don't like it. It's one of the worst, in my opinion, because the characters have literally no name, and that's pretty fucking bad when it comes to a show or an anime or OVA, whatever the hell. The animation is awful. Most of the soundtrack is completely ripped off, and not even their own. The characters are a bunch of dumbasses, and except for Takaru, like, I kind of understand his character. I do kind of understand his character, but the rest of the characters, especially the girls, the supporting cast, a bunch of dumbasses, especially the company, like, upgrade your fucking guns. I fucking hate Mars Destruction. Oh my god, now my dog's barking, but I have to admit, guys, this really did piss me off a lot. Bolt, shut up. But anyway, Mars Destruction, I fucking hate it to death. It's worse than Aiken, worse than sleeping with Hanako. It's worse than like anything I've seen ever. It's fucking rushed. Also, there's this one. Now, for some reason, the camera is always shaking. Is this filmed? Like, I'm telling y'all, nothing's explained. Nothing. They just go through it, and there's nothing explained. If they actually expect you to feel in their world after one episode, I call bullshit. It's pretty bullshit. They expect you to be in this world already, even at the first fucking episode. I don't give a fucking shit what they say. It's fucking bullshit. I hate it to my guts. I give double middle fingers. Stone Cold Steve Austin style. Yeah, I rather. You know what? I rather watch Aiken than this shit, and that's saying something. Hell, if I actually hated Twilight like everyone else, I'd rather watch that than Mars Destruction. That's actually saying a lot, and or I actually would watch Sleeping with Hanako more than this shit. And Sleeping with Hanako is literally the second worst anime. Because it's pretty generic, boring, and shit. Like, you get 45 minutes, you're literally wasting 45 minutes on watching this fucking bitch just sleep. And I'm like, this is it. This is it. Fuck this shit. Like, I hate Mars of Destruction. It has terrible animation. soundtrack is mostly ripped off from, is mostly brought, and I bet it wasn't even licensed to begin with, and the characters are pretty fucking dumb except Takaru, because actually understand his character. The plot, the whole OVA was fucking rushed as hell, and I couldn't understand what the hell was going on, and plus some of the stuff is fucking confusing as hell, which doesn't really get you into the plot at all. And you know what? I agree with DX fan 619. This is literally the worst anime I've ever seen. And this is the rating he gave it.
Force of destruction gets a rest in peace.
Okay, if y'all wanna know what a rest in piss actually means to him, it's actually like a 1 or a 2 out of 10, maybe a 3 out of 10, but obviously a 0 out of 10, that type of shit. Also, when I was going back and going to record that, I actually went to see his some of his review of Mars Destruction. I actually missed a couple things. That's why I just realized, like the main bad guy that gets hit by the plasma rifle and all that shit. He doesn't need I mean, like someone with a fucking brain would. He would have moved. I was like, God damn, fucking idiot. And I think I remember saying like my Q&A. I think DX actually said it in his video that these bitches were that these guys were talking, and this bitch is getting choked and all that. She passes out and everything, but fucking battle, bitch. Fucking fights going on. Like, you're fucking kidding me. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate Mars Destruction, and this is the exact same rating I'm gonna give it. To DX Fan Edition, I would definitely give this a rest in piss. It's fucking awful as shit. But this is my channel, and I give the soundtrack there's that one I actually didn't really hear before, but I thought that was pretty good. And Takaru, I understand this guy, and I know he's doing this here and there to be like the generic badass. I understand that, so it ain't as bad as everyone said it'd be, but it doesn't change the fact that the rest of this anime OVA is pretty fucking awful. This is what Angry Joe would give it. A 1 out of fucking 10. My very first 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. All because this fucking anime. Oh, thank God. It only lasted 1 episode, because they continued on with some of the same bullshit. I would have fucking flipped. I'm sorry, I'm feeling tired, but it's definitely bullshit. I fucking hate the anime. It's a 1 out of 10. I'm fucking done. Like, I'm fucking done with Mars Destruction, and I don't think I'm gonna be reviewing Aiken for a while, or even fucking I don't know, Hanako, sleeping with Hanako, or the rest of our OVAs is pretty fucking stupid. Haven't seen animes like Pupa or anything. Never really seen them. But I fucking hate Mars Destruction, dumbass characters, whatever, don't do jack shit, and also, I don't think I ever told y'all how the main bad guy dies after he chokes Takaru, after he like lets him go. The big like the bullets are shooting him, and a bullets finally do jack shit. Didn't the motherfucker have a shield over him? He should be protected if he was all the way up and alright. None of this shit is explained or fucking made sense. Like, none of this makes any goddamn sense. Mars Destruction gets a 1 out. Mars Destruction gives it a 1 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoy the review. Like the video if y'all enjoyed it. Subscribe if y'all want to see more. Comment below what y'all think. If y'all are new to the channel and y'all want to see more, be sure to subscribe for more. DX Fans review and his channel will be in the description below. So is the Black Critic Guy's channel and his review of Mars Destruction. They'll be in the description below as well. I'll make sure of that. But anyway, Mars Destruction is a 1 out of 10 worst fucking anime ever made. Period. Just fuck this shit.